Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for September 21st. It's a Thursday, and when I come to the charts, we are definitely bearish, right? We're very bearish right now. And so I'm aiming for this new week opening gap right here is what I want to see. Ideally, I'd like to see it before it takes this out. I'd like to see a retracement and then target those within the Silver Bullet hour. That's what I'm looking for. To go long, I'm looking for this to get broken. I need a major structure to be broken because we've been pretty bearish all day, and so I'm aiming for to go short here for the at least for this 1 hour candle here. So let me turn on. Let's see if I can turn on that this works here for the silver bullet area right here. Let's show the candle, enable, and let's show the table here. Let's see if this actually puts it on there. Okay. Did I do the grid right? Okay, so that is the last hour candle. This is the current one. So I go one more. That'll change. Okay, so there's your last candle, right? Open here. Closed down here. Here's your wick, right? That's the lines. This is the Kraken silver bullet indicator, okay? So power of 3 we're looking at. We want, ideally, if we're looking for shorts, we're looking for it to come up and then to trade down in the next hour, right? So I'm just going to have this on there. You can kind of see how this works. If you want to crack a silver bullet indicator, it is going to come out very soon. Preferably, hopefully this week sometime, we'll be starting to release it. But I'm only releasing it to the people in the Discord group. So you have to check out the description below in the underneath this video. There's a link to the Discord group. It's a free Discord group. There's a lot of people that share their trades. We do teachings in there. We do live streaming in there. It's a great resource. There's over 1,000 members in there. If you want this Kraken Silver Bullet indicator, it is going to be free. I'm not going to charge for it. I'm giving it to those that are in the Discord group. It is an invite-only script, so you have to fill out a form. It's in the announcements section of the Discord group. So join the Discord group, look under the announcements, and then you'll be notified when you get access to the script. Okay. So right now I turned on the power of 3 portion of the indicator. And I'm targeting these purple lines, which are the new week opening gap. We haven't hit it yet, right? I like to see it trade through it, ideally, but first I'd like to see a retracement up. Okay, so we are going to take trades based on price action, and I will buy or sell using TradingView. So let's go candle by candle here, and let's check this out. Okay, so it does hit it, and then now let's see what happens here. So you're seeing how this does. Now, if this was real time, it would be changing as the candles are being painted. This is just candle by candle. So you can see how it works. Okay, so I'd like to see it move up like that. That would be great. Okay, so what do we do here? When it starts retracing, the first thing I do is I pull my fib from high to low, right? I want to see where optimal trade entry is. Ignore these two candles. I'm showing those for your benefit to look at how this works here. So I'm looking for it to price to come up here into premium to go short to take out these lows here. Okay, it's barely hit the new week opening gap. It's on the very top line, right? So ideally that's what I'm looking for. All right, so let's see how it goes here. Here's a fair value gap right here. So I need probably right in here. It's got to come into optimal trade entry to be in there. So if it comes up in there, I'll take a trade right there to show you. It's not the trade that I took when I was live. I'll show you that one as well. But let's see if this actually gives me an entry here. I need a candle close in that range. All right, so then I'm going to sell 2 right there. Let's put this right here. Let's go 5. Oh, 5 doesn't do it. Well, let's just do 5 anyway. And we're going to target the low here. And just do right like that to get 3. There's my trade right there for this one. Where would I take my partial? Right now, I'd take my partial right about when it crosses this right here. That's where my partial would be right there. And I'll move my stop to break even. Just got to hit that. All right, so I'm going to take one off here. Okay, and I'm going to move my stop to break even. So let me put this on here. My trailing stop here, I want to be right here. One below, so let's see, one below would be there. There's my trailing stop. Okay, so if a candle goes above that, wicks into that, or closes that, or does anything there, I will flatten this account, this one, because we'd have a limit order right there, or and that's what would take us out automatically. But on TradingView, it's only by candle close, so you know that's kind of where it's at. All right, so now this has created a swing low and a high here. I'm going to take off the fib here, and I'm going to pull a fib from this high to this low and see if where optimal trade entry is right in here. And let's move this over here because I see something different. So this is where we entered right here on this fair value gap, right? But what do we have here? We have a fair value gap right here, but then it gets traded through. So right here is an inversion fair value gap. Inversion fair value gap, okay? And that inversion is what I traded off of originally. So I'm just going to show you what my trade is here. All right, so I'm going to take another trade and I'm going to remove my trailing stop, sell 2 here. Okay. But now my stop for all of them would be above here. Where would I put it here? Hold on. My inversion fair value gap here. Let's move this off. Okay, let's sell there. Let's put our short on here. Our stop would now be right here for both because we'd take up us all out here. So basically, when I entered a second time, my trailing stop for my first one gets changed to the new stop for my new order here. So now I'm involved in some risk here for the first one, but not nearly as much. And then I'd be moving my stop when it came down below this again. So that's why we are now having 3. So now we have to take off 2 when we come down here for our actually, I'll just take off 1 because we'd have to hit our first one there. It's a little confusing when you don't have limit orders here. When you have it on TradingView with the stop, it's a little confusing. But basically, I move my trailing stop to be where my new order is. And so when we take these out, like that one wouldn't have taken me out here. If I didn't re-enter, it would have. But since I re-entered, I moved my stop to the new placement there. So now we're in both of our trades here. Okay, so here's what I want to show you. So as I'm marking this out, I'm looking. I know there's a lot of things on the chart here, and I'm sorry that there's a lot of things. This is now an inversion fair value gap here. Right there. I do not expect that to get traded back through. Right? So if I get another candle close here, I'm going to move my trailing stop to the top of this inversion fair value gap. Okay, that's how I'd manage it live. Okay, so now my trailing stop here would be, oops, extend this here. It'd be right here. That'd be my trailing stop, right at the top of that by 1 handle or 1 tick. So I don't want it to get traded through. I want to see this remain, unfilled. So now I'm definitely in break even. I'm taking more off from the first one, and I'm managing my trailing stop. I'm leaving it there, right? I'm going to take 1 off here, and then I'm going to take my TP as it comes down here for the 2 trades if it comes down there. I need a candle close below that line right there. close. All right, perfect. So I'm going to take one off there. Okay, stop is now left here. It's already at break even, so we're good. Now I just need to see where it goes. I'm going to take this fib off. Basically, this is an optimal trade entry, optimal trade entry. Also off an inversion fair value gaps. This is the trade I took live. This one is one I'm showing you in this video how you could have taken this trade as well based on optimal trade entry. So I'm going to take this off because there's just a lot of lines going on here. A lot of things going on right now in this chart. May have to watch this video a second time just to get everything. I'm just trying to show you proper risk management and how I take my trades, because I get a lot of questions about how I trade my setups. So we're right here for the first one, like where we were within one tick. I would have moved my stop down to here. And yeah, I know it would take me out here, and it could very well come back up here and take me out, and that's fine. But I want to, especially on like when I'm trading my Apex accounts, I want to have my trailing drawdown minimized, and I want to maximize my profit because I'm trying to hit a goal. So if it takes me out, that's fine. You could very well get taken out here. Okay, flattening both. We're done there. Okay, I'm just gonna add a few more here to show you how this worked. Okay, so when you're looking at this power of 3, as soon as this new hour came, this first candle became the silver bullet candle. Okay, that was what happened. That's what that candle was. Okay, there's your candle. How you have this one match, and then this starts the next candle. Okay, it has these lines that go to the current pricing. You can turn that off, toggle that on off. So let's take off the trailing stop here. Let's take this to, there you go. All right, I'm going to take that off here. I'm going to take this off just so it's not in our way. All right, so let's recap. We took, when the 10 o'clock silver bullet hour started, we were looking for these new week opening gap to get filled. It didn't. It stopped right at the top and then started to retrace. We pulled our fib from high to low, and we saw that we had optimal trade entry here. As price started to, hover here, reject, stop going higher, it kind of stalled right here. You could have taken your entry. Showing it right at the beginning, but you could have taken your entry at any time here. Then it traded back down. We took a partial underneath this swing low at 60% or so. And then price started to retrace again. Well, we looked left. We pulled a fib from high to low again, and we see optimal trade entry here. But along with optimal trade entry was an inversion fair value gap. Love taking those trades. Price came up, entered the trade again, and took a partial after it took out this now new low, swing low here. And we had an inversion fair value gap, so we got to move our trailing stop lower, even below break even, and we kind of left it there. Then when price came down almost to hitting our TP within a couple ticks from our first target, we moved our stop to the swing high, knowing that it could very well take us out, but we would have secured several handles on each of our trades, and so we wanted to protect our account from trailing drawdown on our Apex count. So we trailed our stop. You don't have to, that's just how I traded it. All right, and then it eventually hit our TP, and that's our 2 silver bullet trade setups for the AM session on Thursday, September 21st. I pull these short positions off so you can see what it looks like.